Good afternoon, everyone. Mayor Buckley here. It is Wednesday, August the 11th, 2021. About a little after 1 o'clock, I'm joined once again by Tim, who's videotaping this for us. Want to update you on several items today. First and foremost is COVID. And I was hoping that we wouldn't have to talk about this anymore. But once again, it's raised its ugly head. And here we go again, much to my dismay. But we've learned a lot since this first started back in March of 2020. And I want to pass on to you a couple things. Number one is the city remains open. Each department head has the authority to run their building as they so choose and take any precaution that they may deem necessary to take. Employees of the city of Beech Grove are not required to be vaccinated. However, we strongly recommend that our employees become vaccinated, and we strongly recommend that you become vaccinated if you have not done so by now. It's just too much of a risk. And with masks, we are not requiring masks to be worn inside. The CDC came out today and is recommending that masks be worn inside. Doesn't matter if you've been vaccinated or not, but I'm not ready to take that position. We also will not restrict the amount of people who attend meetings. And we will not hold meetings in executive session or by Zoom. I think it's important that all of our meetings remain open to the public, where the public can come in and witness the meeting and speak if they so choose. So as of right now, it is business as usual. We strongly recommend that you become vaccinated if you have not. I became vaccinated early spring last year. I had the Moderna vaccinations, and I'm waiting on the booster to come out, because as soon as the booster comes out, I'm going to be in line to get it. So, and we encourage all of you once again to become vaccinated. But again, a wrap up on this is the city is open for business. We encourage you to become vaccinated. We do not require masks to be worn inside. That is up to you. Meetings are open to the public. And the last thing I want to talk about with this is, for those business owners who may watch this, I don't want you to go through what you went through this time last year. This was terrible. The individual business owner should make the determination on whether they are open or they are closed. The local business owner should make a determination on how many people should come into the business. And they should be the ones who make the decision on if people should wear a mask or not. It should be all left up to the local business owner. Government should not try and run your local business. So I wanted to get that out today. People are asking me about it. I don't know what Mayor Hogshead's intent is. I don't know what the Health Commissioner, Dr. Kane's intent is, but I can tell you what my intent is, and that is I want to continue to do what we are doing right now. And hopefully this pandemic will not escalate to where we're forced to do something. So I'll be right back, and I want to talk to you about infrastructure. We're back, and I want to talk to you about infrastructure projects that are going on within the city of Beech Grove. If you've been out and about, you know that there is quite a bit going on all over the city. I want to start out by talking to you about sanitary sewer upgrades that we are making. And that is a result of a grant that we received through Okra. This grant was for approximately $600,000, plus we are adding $250,000 to the project. So when it's all said and done, we will have relined or replaced almost 3 miles of pipe. And that is really good. And hopefully it will help with the removal of wastewater. And hopefully it will help with infiltration of groundwater into the sewer pipes. We've also flushed these lines, and we've also televised these lines. I've had the opportunity to talk with one of our consultants this morning, and he's not sure how sewer water flowed through some of these lines. They've collapsed. Some of them are almost completely blocked. So why we haven't had backups is beyond me. But anyway, those are being addressed, and when the project is done, and I suspect it will be done sometime around November, our sanitary sewer, will be in a better condition. If you've been out by the community center, you'll see that they're digging up the yard. That is a result of a sewer line collapse. The sewer line leading from the Hornet Park Community Center to Hornet Avenue has failed. That services both Hornet Park Elementary and Hornet Park Community Center. So English Excavating is replacing the entire pipe, and we're going to start over. The project exceeded the quote amount of $10,000, so we had to get a couple of quotes. So English Excavating had the most responsive quote, and it came in right about $40,000. So what's going to happen is we're going to fix that lateral sewer line, and then in speaking with the superintendent, Dr. Hammock, she has acknowledged that the school contributes to that lateral sewer line, so they are going to pay their fair share. So once this project is done, we will pay for it and then bill the school district accordingly. That's a good partnership, one of many that I hope to have for the next 2 years. We are right in the middle of our paving project for 2021. As of today, we have completed our work on South 4th. We've extended the paving. We're not going to do any more paving until the trail's done down there. Grovewood Drive, we have paved it from Edwards to 9th. So now all we have to do is the striping. Ash Court, Cherry Street, Fletcher Lane, and Redfern have all within the last week been completed. And those roads look really good, especially Ash Court, Cherry Street, and Fletcher Lane, because we replaced almost every approach on those streets, and it looks so uniform and so clean. So I'm really happy about that. That's your tax dollars working for you, folks. We have 2 roads remaining in this paving project for this year. Cashard Street, which is out off of Elmwood. It's in the industrial park. We're going to widen the road to accommodate larger trucks. And Main Street from 13th over to 17th. We're going to do some cement work on the sidewalks, and then we're going to completely pave that road. So that is really going to look good when it is finished. Work continues on the Beech Grove Greenway, which is known as the Franciscan Trail. They have installed 2 of the bridges, one bridge in Carrington, one bridge at the end of South 4th Avenue. You can track the progress of this construction project if you go to our website at www.beechgrove.com, and you can pull up the weekly progress reports on where they're at and what they're doing. So that is going to be a wonderful project, and I've already noticed that people are walking on that trail. It's not even done yet, so it's kind of neat. You may have noticed that our street lights are being replaced one at a time. Our city has over 775 street lights. We have probably added over the last 10 years at least 125 street lights. We just never talked about it. We just did it. Most of them ended up in the alleys where we are most at risk. So you can tell a marked difference in the fixture. It's much thinner. The light is more direct, and it's a whiter light. So they should be done within the next month or so. That costs the city of Beech Grove approximately $300,000 to do that. And they spread it out over 3 years. So we've paid the first year already. We have 2 more years to pay on it. But once they're done, they are telling us that over the course of the year, we will save between $40,000 and $50,000 a year on streetlights. So it's a worthy investment, even if we weren't saving money, because our carbon footprint is getting better with the LED lighting. But the fact that we can save money and potentially add more street lights or do something else infrastructure-wise is really good. So we're happy about that. And I noticed behind my house in the alley, the street light is very bright. So, and I can imagine it'll be much brighter when the leaves are gone and the leaves don't deflect the lighting. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is the Thompson Road Trail. Remember, we are putting a sidewalk on the north side of Thompson Road between Emerson and 9th Avenue. I don't know how many times that I've drove that road and I've seen people up on the road or near the road. So we got to get those people away from the road. So what I want to pass on to you today is that this is an NDOT project, and NDOT is going to put this project, advertise this project beginning September the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. It will go out for bid. NDOT will award the bid on October 14th. So we're getting closer. Our Board of Works will hear an agreement for inspection services from Crossroad Engineers in Beech Grove. They're the ones building the new building on the hospital property. So we want to keep that work close to Beech Grove. So the board will hear that at its August 16th meeting, and we will award that contract to Crossroad Engineers. And that is for the inspection of the Thompson Trail construction project. So it's coming. We've talked about it for a long time, but it is really going to be nice when it's done. So we can look forward to having 2 trail systems in Beech Grove, Franciscan Trail and Thompson Road Trail. So take a quick break. I'll be right back. Thank you. I want to continue talking with you today about the new police station that we intend to construct. Several months ago, the council approved by a vote of 7-0 to form a committee to look into constructing a new police station. The current station we have is well maintained. It was built in 1972 and opened in 73. Mayor Wiley was the police chief at that time, and it was designed to hold 15 police officers and 1 secretary. Today, we have a court, we have 1 IDAX manager, we have 2 or 3 office personnel, we have animal control, and we have 36 police officers in the same building. So needless to say, we are bulging at the seams. The building has served its purpose, and we need to move and design and construct a building that will last for at least another 25 to 50 years. So I want to report to you that within the last month, the Common Council, by a vote of 7-0, voted to proceed with the construction of a new police station. So I applaud the council, the President Pro Tem Robert Ferguson, for his lead on this. This is a very good thing for our city. This will secure our city for the next 25 to 50 years. I look forward to the new building. I look forward to the new technology that will help our police do better. And I look forward to the new safety features that will be installed in that building that will make it safer for our police officers. Mayor Nigel Mayer is the contractor on this, and the funding is going to come through GM Development. We have a special Board of Public Works and Safety meeting on Thursday, August the 12th, that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. upstairs, to discuss and vote on the final item of this construction, and that is, how do we finance it? So the public is welcome to attend. The chief is working on a location, which he has in the process of securing. I will not talk about where that is. I will leave that up to him. Chief Maurice has been very diligent about this, and he has done a very good job of getting this in line. And it's so much fun when you work through a project and you get to its conclusion. So it's very rewarding, and I think it's a building that the city is going to be very proud of, and we will work in that building for years to come. So again, our new police station that we want to construct is on track to be built, and the final piece of the puzzle is tomorrow evening, and that is the financing. So with that, I will be right back to give you some important dates coming up this fall for your reference. I'll be right back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to close out this presentation with some important dates that you should know about. So if you have pencil and paper, I'm going to send these dates over to you. First of all, coming up this Saturday in Sarah T. Bolton Park is the Beech Grove Art Collective Art Festival. It runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They have over 75 artists that are going to be there to display their art. So it's down in the Creekside Shelter. So certainly everyone's welcome to come down this Saturday, August 14th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On August the 28th, the Greater Beech Grove Chamber of Commerce is going to present Music on Main. It's going to be in the area of 5th and Main. So Saturday, August 28th, Main Street will be closed from 4th to 7th. They'll have stage and live music. I think they're going to have 3 bands. And there's some other activities going on in there. But we didn't do it last year because of COVID. But I thought it was important that the chamber get going and do this so we can start interaction again. So the city is going to be a sponsor. The board approved a sponsorship of $10,000. So we're going to play our part in getting people back down to Main Street and have some fun and listen to some live music. On September the 15th, Wednesday, we begin our annual Promoters Club Fall Festival. It runs the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. And the parade is on the 18th of September at noon. So we're trying to, again, get back to some type of normalcy. And I believe the 24th of September, I could be wrong on that, but I believe the 24th of September is the Cars R Us car show on Main Street. It's held on a Sunday. They'll probably go from 2nd to 9th Avenue or 8th Avenue on the car show.
That's the 26th.
The 26th. I'm sorry. Thank you, Tim. September the 17th is homecoming for Beech Grove High School. So hopefully they will have their homecoming parade. And we didn't do it last year because of COVID. Hopefully we're getting back to some type of normalcy. And the parade will go on the 17th. And the last thing I want to pass on is that another free shredding event is going to take place on Saturday, October the 16th, behind City Hall. Free shredding, free appliance disposal, and free medicine disposal. So we've added that, and believe it or not, the first time we did that was back in July, and we collected over 35 pounds of medicine. So we want you to turn your medicine in, and we don't want you to throw them in the trash, and we don't want you to flush them down the toilet. So those are all important things that I wanted to get across to you today. So that will be it for today. But I want to talk to you. I'll do another podcast. I want to talk to you about 2 more things that are going on in the city. Number one is, I'm sure you have all heard about the interlocal agreement between the Indianapolis Fire Department and the Beech Grove Fire Department. I want to talk to you about that. And I want to explain why I think it is so good for us and the city of Indianapolis. And the second thing I want to talk to you about is, and you'll be getting a flyer on this down the road, we're going to have to once again adjust our sewer bill. We have to increase rates, and this is largely due to the treatment of wastewater. The amount that this is going to go up over the next 3 or 4 years is staggering. And once we get into phase 2 of the agreement with Citizens Energy, it's going to go up even more, and that's from 2026 through 2029. Those costs have to be passed on to all of our ratepayers, including myself. It's not a fun topic to talk about, but we have 3 options. The first option is just leave the rates alone and cause the sewer utility to fail. Number two, adjust the rates accordingly so we can keep afloat. Or the third option, and I tried this once before and it didn't pass, is to sell the utility. So I'm not sure about that this time. I may talk to the council about it. So probably not until October or November will I entertain this, because October 4th and October 18th is strictly budget. So, but I wanted to get that out because I'd like to have a special podcast for the wastewater fees and the fire department interlocal agreement. So that's all for today. I appreciate your time and please stay safe.